Grand Prix. The 27-year-old was rushed to hospital after losing control of his car at close to 250 kilometres an hour. Jim Wilson with this report.
The first qualifying session for Sunday's Grand Prix had just started when Hakkinen lost control of his McLaren. His car launched into the air, eventually crashing into a tyre barrier at Brewery Corner.
Also, I heard the squealing of the tyres, and then I just saw Mika come sideways up over the island, and it was like it travels through the air for about 30 metres.
For 15 minutes, medical officials treated the 27-year-old trackside. It's believed he suffered serious head injuries and had to be resuscitated before being taken to the Royal Adelaide Hospital.
He's undergoing investigations. Until they're completed, we cannot be sure about the injuries or their extent.
Hakkinen will be kept under constant observation here at the Royal Adelaide Hospital. While back at the track, drivers were deeply shocked by the incident. Austrian Gerhard Berger expressing concern at the section of the track where the 27-year-old crashed. It's understood Berger told race organisers that the tyre barrier that Hakkinen's car crashed into wasn't up to safety standards, demanding it be fixed before opening qualifying resume this afternoon. It's the most serious Formula One crash in the event's 10-year history and comes just 18 months after the death of Brazilian superstar Ayrton Senna, who was killed during the San Marino Grand Prix in Italy. Hakkinen is tonight in the intensive care unit undergoing further treatment. A short time ago, the hospital confirmed he'd suffered head injuries. In Adelaide, Jim Wilson, 7 Nightly News.
Up for grabs today is the precious pole position at the grand finale here in Adelaide. And joining me once again is 3 times world champion, the one and only Jackie Stewart. And Jackie, not the happiest of days yesterday, and particularly with the Mika Hakkinen accident.
Yes, the Mika Hakkinen accident put a pall over this pit lane and the paddock area more than I've ever seen, certainly since the Senna accident at Imola. But gladly, he's recovering well, he's stable, and in fact this morning he's responding to people's voices and he's getting some movement. So it means that the mind is working, which is, I think, a great relief to everyone. It must be said that the tremendously fast response to his accident, to the medical crew going out, particularly all of the people under Professor Watkins, literally saved his life. They had to open up his neck and to get his breathing back because he was completely choked up inside with a clot of blood. And without that action, I fear that we would have been saying different things.
The cause of the accident, has that been determined yet, Jackie?
Well, it seems that there has been a flat tyre involved. A cut, apparently, had developed in the tyre. The telemetry says that the tyre went down, and we have, of course, that accident with the onboard camera to see exactly what happened. He was going into the corner, and just as he turns into the corner, look at that, he's into opposite lock, he's flying over the ground, and then that heavy impact. Let's see it in slow motion now. Now look, just watch it, the car going up into the air after it hit the curb. Now watch now, look, it's in the air, it's not slowing down and only touches occasionally before that enormous impact. Probably somewhere, probably in excess of 160 kph when he came in contact with that wall. Now the interesting thing here is just watch his head now. Watch the head, just the driver's head. He's in control at this point. His head's only moving slightly, but watch it when he comes into contact. Watch now. It starts to, he's got his head and his neck working. Look at the movement. Wait to see this. Watch that head. Movement is enormous.
Now,
it's just like a rag doll. Now that's when the head came in contact and the brain clearly was damaged to give him the unconsciousness that he went into.
Did his head actually strike anything? I mean, it's just the violent action.
No, I suspect it hit each side of the cockpit heavily, which is a composite carbon fibre cockpit, very strong and therefore a very hard impact. He may well even have come in contact with the tyre wall. The elasticity of a body cane in such an accident is enormous, more than you could ever imagine. So I think maybe the head really went out and came in contact with the tyres potentially.
Yeah, well, we're praying for him. Of course,